another project that I had hoped to get done, but I'm not anxious about any of those projects right now because we got too many other things going on with the opening of the school. All that takes a lot of energy to get things going, and meetings, and right now, even inspections from the government and from the health inspection and all this type of thing. So now it's officially open, the high school, and it's good. Like it really is gives us an opportunity to some families to get their children educated at the high school level where before they did not, And so we have sort of demanded that because the fee is at least about half of what other schools are, boarding schools, it's 9,000 shillings for the whole year, 9,200, which is about, divide by, my goodness, yeah, it's about $200, is it? For the whole year, Canadian dollars, for a student, That includes food for the noon meal, because they won't carry lunches. It's sort of against their culture for young men who've been circumcised after their grade 8, their standard 8. Then they now are considered adults, and it's for an adult to be carrying food is considered to be immature in some way. So you have to provide the meal. So it's a cultural thing that we're sort of stuck with. So we had to even try to get a kitchen together where they could cook on some pots, say, with wood fire, and a place, a dining area where they can have some tables to eat at and things like this. So there are extra expenses with that too. Well, now I think what I want to do here is I'm going to just stop here for a bit, and I'm going to seek out some diesel because I am getting low here. So this is a Chuka. It's a good little fair-sized town here. So I'm gonna find some diesel here before I carry on. So here I am on the road again. Climbing that little hill again. One more valley. So I wonder, what was I speaking of? I think I was speaking about the school. Yes, well, most of we try to encourage them to be able to try to pay the whole school fee, which is about $200, for the whole year, to do it all at once, because then the student is not sent home for fees. That's what they do in the other schools. They, in order to get to force the parents to pay the remainder of the balance, they leave the student in school for a month or something, and then they send them home until they pay the rest. Well, they could be home a couple of weeks, often on different times during the year. They could maybe miss a month and a half of school, looking for fees, So this way, the students will be in school the whole time. Of the 40 students we have enrolled, there are 37 who have paid completely. There's one poor woman. We really try we try not to make exceptions, but she had 2 students for Form 1 for grade 9. 2 students coming at the same time, and she has been left by her husband, and or not left. I should not say that. Her husband died some years ago. If this is the one, I'm going to think now. Yeah, her husband died, and then the clan did not allow her to continue to live on the land that was her husband's. And so she went back to live with her father, with her own parents. And so she's been trying to raise the children on her own. So it's really an injustice there toward her. But anyway, she's struggling in a way, and oh, God bless us. They come and they say, well, what can I do, Father? What can I do? Oh, gee. So anyway, she's paid for one student, and she's paid 3,000 shillings for the second student. So we've given her time to pay the remainder. But we're trying not to get into to actually financially assisting any particular individual, because otherwise there's no end to it. Because the truth is that majority of people need help with education. Even the ones with teaching jobs and that, if they have a family, they have struggled to get all of them through school. So anyway, there's 3 who have not paid completely, but one is just a few hundred shillings. So that will be good. Anyway, that they have an opportunity to study. There's one student. One of the other 3 is a student with 508 marks out of, I think it's out of 600. So they very intelligent student, but from a home too where there's a father's an alcoholic, and so I confronted him the first day when we had an opening service mass, and because people told me that about him. They're actually from the parish on the other side of the Igoji parish, and but he had not paid the full fee, and so I said, listen, and I wanted him to come and sign a form, a document that we could go to the tea company and basically garnish his tea money to pay for the student. So I wanted him to sign a letter that he would do that, and he was supposed to come up on Juma on Friday, a week and a half ago, to do that. Well, he came up a day earlier and I wasn't there, and he gave there's a mobile library, a couple of vehicles there with a truck with books. So he came a day earlier, and he came up with 800 shillings, another 800 shillings. But I would have made him, got him to sign this document, but I didn't have one made out, and I wasn't there. So anyway, I have to catch him again. But I told him I'm not going to. No way are we. Your student, your son is a very intelligent student. He has, he has a right to education. I said, but we're not going to subsidize him so that you can drink. They have this home brew, this anchovy that they can get quite cheap, made from sugarcane. So alcohol is a problem with many people.